Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Zay, and I make videos about spirituality, mindfulness, and my personal life experiences. Today, I would like to share some tips to help you simplify your life. Sometimes life can feel like a rat race, in which we are always rushing, always moving, constantly producing and steadily consuming. Many of us have become overwhelmed with today's world, making it difficult to control our inner world. I would like to share some tips for simplifying our day-to-day lives in hopes that people will realize that we don't have to live in a constant state of stress and anxiety. The first and most immediately effective tip I have is to start waking up in time to ease into your day. Make time for a shower, time to sit and journal or reflect with a cup of coffee, and/or time to do a 15-minute stretch. You don't have to do it all, but choosing at least one mindful activity to help you ease into your day helps tremendously with mentally preparing for the tasks ahead and setting your intentions for how you want your day to go. It can be as simple as mindfully eating breakfast, sitting down to eat it instead of taking it to go or rushing it to eat before you clock in at work. We may think we get more done by rushing, but slowing things down allows us time to assess and prioritize what's actually important, which actually allows us to be even more productive than before. This is also where meal planning comes into play. Since we are living organisms who require food to sustain life, most of our daily lives revolve around meals and meal times. Planning meals and prepping as much as possible eliminates one of the hardest aspects of adulthood, in my opinion, which is always figuring out what's for dinner. This may also save you money depending on how much you're spending on groceries or how many people you're feeding in your household. Limit distractions, such as news, social media, mainstream media. Personally, I feel as though we know too much about each other thanks to the internet. Despite social media keeping us connected, we've grown more disconnected than ever from ourselves. We don't need to always know what other people are up to. We should be focused on what we have going on and what we want our worlds to look like. If we're always consuming content, we never actually have time to create our own content, the content of our lives, memories, and joyful moments. Cut out unnecessary habits which add no benefit to your life. Personally, I realized I was wasting a lot of time and money by smoking weed every day. It was fun and stimulating at first, but eventually, as it became a part of my everyday routine, it stopped serving me. Weed didn't stop getting me high. I simply stopped enjoying the feeling of being high all the time. I used to use weed to channel creativity and help me get into a flow. However, I find that I'm still just as creative without it. And that is not only affirming to me as a creator, but it also feels good to know that I'm not dependent on a substance. Not only was smoking weed daily bad for my health, but I was spending so much money on it. If you think about it, I was literally burning money. I was spending over $200 a month on weed and tobacco leaves. Now that I've quit, I can put that money into my business or in savings. Cutting out that bad habit also gave me more energy and drive to do small tasks throughout the day. When I was high every day, I delayed tasks like chores, projects, and even self-care activities like taking my daily walks. The clarity I have from being sober really helps me see how there's so much more to life than smoking weed. Another great way to simplify your life is getting rid of things you don't use or enjoy anymore. Decluttering your space is good when you want to clear out old energy and make room for new blessings. Your home is a dwelling, not a storage unit. So bag up those old clothes and shoes that you don't wear anymore. Those old housewares, supplies, or equipment that you never use. You can donate those to charity or someone in need. You can also sell your items online by posting on sites like OfferUp or Facebook Marketplace. Less things also means it'll be easier to keep your space tidy and clean. Another way to simplify your life is to distance yourself from people who do not add value to your life. You deserve to be around people who genuinely care for you and cherish you and the relationship you guys have. You can be friendly to everyone, but everyone is not a friend. Not everyone will clear their schedule or set money aside to show up for you like you do for them. How many of the people you hang out with at the bar or party with would be there for you if you really needed them? Save your energy and time for people who would give you theirs. You might find that you only have about 2 to 3 people that you can call a real friend. And that's okay, because then your capacity to build on those relationships increases, and you can be more intentional with maintaining those sacred bonds. A huge part of simplifying life is making sure that you're not spreading yourself too thin or going against your own values, morals, or boundaries. Set personal boundaries and stick to them. No is not a bad word. No simply means no, and you don't have to feel bad about it. You may be saying no to someone who you don't want to disappoint, but all that means is you're saying yes to yourself, and that is always a good thing. My last tip for making life more simple is to just stay present. The future is important, but it's also unpredictable and out of our control. Staying present and formulating a daily routine that encompasses some of life's simplest pleasures can help make planning for the future a bit more enjoyable. Reduce your stress levels by focusing on small, realistic tasks that can be achieved in a reasonable amount of time, considering all the things that you have going on in your life. Try to do the hardest things first before the part of your brain that wants to delay that horrible task can even process what's happening. As time goes on, the tasks should get easier. There's no rush to cram everything all in one increment of time, as life is not a race, it's a journey. Celebrate the small wins, and they will start adding up. Before you know it, you'll look back and see that you've actually accomplished quite a bit. I hope that you will take some of the things that I mentioned in this video and apply them to your own life, as we all deserve to live simply and peacefully. Life is far from easy, but it can be simple. If this message resonates with you, please feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.